Welcome back to the Lulu podcast. I'm Johnny,
I'm Amanda.
and we're just going to chat with you guys about a couple of things today. Overrated treatments, underrated treatments, other things that just come up and that we're going to talk about. So spend some time with us today. So tell me about one of your most overrated treatments that you feel is overrated.
Right now, I feel like the most overrated treatments would be all of the, what are they called? Skin tightening devices like
Tell me more.
Zerf, Soft Wave. I'm not saying they're overrated. I just need to see before and afters 3 to 4 months later. Like, yes, it's tightened right after, your face looks snatched. Everyone's showing before and after. They call it the halftime show, where they show one harder than the other. And I'm like, of course it looks great, but I need to see. And I know these build collagen, so you got to wait 3 months, but no one's really showing pictures. And the few people that have on TikTok, I'm really just like, I don't really see a huge difference. So I just want to see more before and after. So right now it's overrated for me.
Is it a big TikTok trend right now?
It's everywhere right now. Like, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 places in town that have Zerf right now. I don't know if anybody has Soft Wave in Oklahoma City. I'm actually not sure of that, but Zerf is big. And I think Zerf is supposed to replace Thermage, which Thermage was big back in the day, but so painful. People said it hurt so bad. So Zerf, I think, puts in cryo, so the pain is supposed to be lower. So it's cool technology. It's just like, does it truly work, or is it something you got to do every 6 months? And then Soft Wave is a little bit different. But I'm totally willing to buy one. I just want to see some before and afters.
Before and afters, after 3 months. I don't blame you for that.
What do you think is the most overrated treatments?
Overrated, I would say.
I feel like I know where you're going. You love everything.
The Skin Pin Moxie.
Okay, tell us why.
And I will tell you why. Let me tell you why. The pain was so not worth it. Like, it was beautiful after. I had a great treatment. Vanessa did her thing, but the results versus the pain was just not simply worth it.
So why were they saying to do a skin pin with a Moxie?
Because they were telling me that it would be a deeper treatment. It would be a little bit like I already love the micro needling of it all. So after that, doing the Moxie on top of that would just give me a good glow. And it did.
It did. But do you think it was as good as
no, absolutely
3-step pill?
No, 3-step pill, definitely top rated for me.
I know you love it. I need to do it. Taylor wants me to do it. I just haven't done it yet.
Not as bad as the Skin Pin Moxie. I say like the 3-step pill is more of like, this
a rating, like a 1 to 10. Like I need numbers.
Okay, so Skin Pin Moxie on a scale from 1 to 10 pain level, 16.
Oh my God.
Like I genuinely felt like the nerves on my face were being touched by an iron. Okay. Like it was horrible. It was I cried. I'm willing to admit I cried. It was that painful. And then, but the 3-step pill, I would say probably about a 5. It's about a 5, but only depending on how many like passes.
If it's a Johnny 5, then it's like a 7 or an 8 for everyone else.
Yeah. What is it? You tell me what the most underrated treatment.
I would say people like full face talks is becoming a thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Like people are coming and asking for it. They're like, do you do this thing called like the Nefertiti neck lift? I'm like, I've been doing that for 10 years. So full face talks, we're talking forehead, crow's feet, bunnies, lip flip, jawline, neck, chin, like all of it.
Yes.
It is. You can clean up your jawline. You can get a brow lift. You can get a little bit bigger of a lip. I mean, there's so much you can do with full face talks.
I loved it when I got it the first time.
It's my favorite.
I did not recognize how much my lower face really needed talks.
Sad, yeah.
It's so sad. But like it was just, but when I finally got it in the Nefertiti neck lift of it all, so good. Now I couldn't do a sit-up for a little bit.
No, that's the only thing.
But it was okay. It was worth it because the beauty is worth it.
It is worth it. And I would say, like, if you're a Pilates girly and you're doing a lot of like core work, just let your injector know that. If they know that, they can go a little bit higher on the bands and not as lower, because if the lower you go, where you can't like lift your head. So there's tricks we can do to like customize it.
I always love when you teach me something. I was not a Pilates girl then. No, I'm just now putting my toe in the Pilates book. But like even then, I still first got my first full face of talks when I got Pilates, when I started doing Pilates again. and it was that reformer did not do me right. But that is okay because the beauty was so worth it. And I love the way that my face looks after a full face of tox.
100%. I think I know what you're gonna say, but what do you think is the most underrated treatment?
The 3-step pill, the Zeo 3-step pill. I don't think that enough people take advantage of it. I genuinely don't. Like the amount of like the dark spots that it gets off. Now again, you do look like a snake. I will literally walk into any store and be like, "Hey, how are you?" and just look kind of crazy for a little bit, and people will just ask like, "What
What
happened?"
did we go to? The Jones.
Oh yeah,
We had an event
yeah,
like
absolutely. And
after ski, and you like you had your cowboy hat on, and a few pieces of skin were
yeah,
flying
I was
around.
like 3 days out after that, but no, it was enough that I could be photographed. Now, day 1 and day 2 was not worth being photographed because I literally was being like peeling,
Okay.
but that's how it goes. But the glow after like the 6th day is just
I
unmatched,
was
I
gonna say,
think.
can you tell us like timeline? Because I've never done it. Like when do you feel and like when do you see the glow?
Yeah, I normally peel like probably day 2, day 3, and then day 4 is bad. Like day 4 is almost I'm cutting like
With the
yeah,
scissors.
I'm
If you can't peel, guys,
yeah.
you will scar yourself if you peel.
Yes, you can't. No pulling, no tugging, none of that because that's you're defeating the purpose. Like you wake up and you're like, I love a white pillowcase, and so you wake up and you have like all of the skin. But one thing that I do love about it, and this may seem weird, but when you wash your face and the skin is in the sink, and it's so satisfying. And then you wake up the next day on day 5, and then you have such a good glow. Day 6 is where you finally start seeing your neck stop peeling and itching as much. And then day 7 is just glowy.
A week, really 4 day. Day 4. So what about on day 1 or what? I don't even know what does it look like after you leave.
It's just kind of like, well, for you, when
I
so
know we're different.
yeah,
We're black and white here.
well,
We're different.
yeah,
So what would it be for me? Tell me.
for you, you're gonna be a little orange
Okay.
because of the retinol.
Yeah, true.
So you're
Okay.
gonna be a little orange.
Okay.
But then, like,
Can you
yeah,
wash it off at night?
no, you leave
You
it
leave
on
it
that
on.
night.
Okay.
Yeah, you leave it on that night. Yes, and he was orange, girl,
Okay.
orange.
And you
And
were
no, I was perfect. I was perfect. I looked great, but no, Chad was orange,
Okay.
orange. And he was orange for just the night, and I made fun of him for that, and it was great. But no, so you'll be orange, and then the next morning you just wash off again, but
Okay.
then you put another retinol on.
Okay, so I didn't know all this.
Mhm.
I haven't
You
been
put
reading
another
on it.
retinol
Okay.
on, and then you put your sunscreen on, and then you go through the day. Now, Vanessa, I don't know if I should announce that or not. I wash it that night because I don't. I leave it on for another full day.
I don't know. I guess we'll see if she
But
says
she's
something
probably
to
gonna
us.
be mad, but that's okay. I leave it on. I get the.
You got real good results.
I
So.
always get a really good result from that. So, but it was good. It was. I love it. I would do it 10 out of 10. I need to do another one right now.
Okay. Did Chad love it as much as you did?
Loved it.
Okay.
Loved it. He likes, but you know, he's more into like the filler of it all. Like he loves a jawline. He's a copycat. He wants a good jawline. He loves like he loves it. He loves the talks of it all. But I love the skincare.
So I guess I need to try the 3-step peel,
You
and
do. I can't believe you have never tried one. I'm actually shook.
I heard it hurt so
It
bad, so I was like scared of it. I'll do the Pronouns
Oh
too. You
yeah.
know me. I'll always change to
Yeah.
do Pronouns.
Yeah. Dude, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll hold your hand. I'll be there for you, girl. I support you through that.
Okay.
So if you were to only have 3 treatments in this entire building, you can only have 3,
Mhm.
what would they be?
Talks for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, talks. Skincare,
Okay. Yeah.
lasers.
Really?
Yeah, because like we've already said, like talks, I can make the lip a little bit bigger.
Mhm.
I could give you a lip flip.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not gonna last forever, but I can do it. I can get you a brow lift. I can make your skin look like you just got a facial
Truly.
with the skincare, with the laser, with the talks.
Yeah.
I can help your jawline. And honestly, good skin. I mean, yes, we love filler and we love a good jawline and we love pretty lips and we love good cheeks, but skin is worth that.
No, skin is where
Because
it's at.
think about if you have an amazing jawline and cheeks, but you have bad skin.
I've been there.
It's like it just doesn't,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And the skin is like the eyes of the soul.
Yes. So it's like you see this beautiful skin. You don't notice, I think, all the other things. Like you don't notice that the cheeks aren't perfect. You're like, dang, her skin is so beautiful.
I absolutely agree. I also think the skin like changes your confidence as well.
100%.
Like
You're not embarrassed.
you're not embarrassed. It's the
Yeah.
first thing people see. And like I remember when I first started coming here, like I had like dark spots and all that, and my skin was a whole different, like darker complexion. And like as I just wasn't using and doing the things that I was supposed to be. And so now it's crazy. There's like with the difference of what.
No, because I've been so embarrassed too of like I've talked about a lot on my Instagram, but like just acne scars and like being in the sunlight, people being able to see them, and because a lot of times I feel like acne people get a bad rap that they're not clean, that they don't wash their face, and so usually a lot of times acne patients are some of the like they're overwashing their face because they're so afraid of having oil, and so just trying to get rid of acne scars, brown spots, same thing. I had hyperpigmentation too. And
really?
And I had to go for hydroquinone now because to bleach them out. And I'm starting to notice some of them come back because I have melasma. Yeah, everywhere. And I wear a hat and I wear sunscreen and I do everything. But so I get it. We all have, but I do think when your skin is glowy, you just feel good about yourself.
And lasers?
Lasers, man, I'm a halo girl.
You do love a halo.
I have big pores, and it really helps with the pores.
Oh, really? I don't think I knew that part of it. I've done one.
You've done one, yeah.
But I didn't think I didn't know about the pores.
The pores, big time. Yeah, pores. I mean, it literally, it's like it smooths out the lawn.
Talk about the halo with your melasma.
So I can do the halo with my melasma because I have pre-treated with skincare, and that is a huge thing. We get people in all the time that say, "Well, I was down the street and they were going to do the laser on me, but why are you guys making me use all this skincare?" And guys, I mean, I've had it happen to me. I didn't know I had melasma, and we did a laser on me, and I mean, I got so much brown all over my face, and it was so sad. So melasma, remember, is triggered by heat, hormones. If you do hot yoga, all these things trigger melasma. So you can't get rid of it. You can just control it, right? So I have to pre-treat. I really can't do a BBL laser on my.
Really? Yeah. We're in the same boat. I can't one either.
No, it's okay. And honestly, I think we do similar settings on our halo because you can't have as much heat.
Right. Yeah.
Color your skin. I can't get as much heat because I have melasma. So we're pretty much the same, but you have to pre-treat, guys. Even if you don't have melasma, kind of pre-treat. And I would say this too: if you pre-treat, you're spending so much money on these lasers. Like you want her to go in. Not baby. You want it done. I mean, they're so expensive. So
right.
If you have your skin right, if you're using a retinol and you get a laser, you're going to get way better results.
Okay, I didn't know the halo was your favorite.
My favorite,
really?
Sure. I mean, maybe I'd be BBL girl if I could get a BBL, but I can't get one, so I can't like really. Moxie's wonderful. I think it's a great maintenance, but halo is I need deeper than the Moxie.
Yeah, no, I get that. And the Moxie is good. I feel like it's a good polish.
Yeah.
Like it makes me like glowy. It gives me a good like, and minus the mins, the mins are there forever. But I do. But then also on the stretch marks.
Oh, I know I know, and we need to do some of those other stuff we're going to try.
They're so good. Yeah. It's so good on the stretch marks, and I've noticed them to start fading.
Good.
Because I love it. I love it so much.
I want to ask you.
Okay.
My favorite treatment. I've already said it earlier. Talks very much. What is your favorite treatment that you get?
I would say the skin pin. Okay. The skin pin, because I love the microneedling of it all. I love what you can add on top of it. I love the zero stuff the brightening, all the things that you can do with it. I love the fact that you can, and I like getting down into like building that collagen, getting into that. And I have like my face loves just to get acne, just pop up, but and so I like the microneedling of it all to get deeper into that skin so that I can just get rid of all of that.
Get rid of all that. And I think also what I like about skin pin too is the downtime is very minimal.
Minimal.
So you might do it the next day.
Truly. And I've never the first day, I've seen people be red and stuff like that, but the next day it's you can't really even tell you had anything done. But you know what else? The other one that I've done, the 3-step and the microneedling, the skin pin.
I got in there.
I love the 3-step.
So you did that with the microneedling.
I did that, yes, and I love it. Didn't hurt as bad as the Moxie skin pin.
Okay.
But it was not that bad. It was. I did peel much more. Yes, absolutely. But it did not hurt nearly as bad. Now she couldn't do as many passes on me because my skin looked like that. But Vanessa thought it was great. I think my results maybe have lasted a little longer, I would say. The glow of it all on my forehead, it still looks good, but I want another one. So, we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah. Speaking of another one, I mean, we actually have our anniversary event coming up in May, and we go through and we pick our VIPs, by just services they do here and stuff like that. And even like before Johnny worked here, he was like literally almost VIP. Like we only picked 20. And I think you're like, I looked, even though you work here and you get discounts, he is, I want to say you're either in the VIP or you're literally right there.
Hey.
Which I think our number one customer is my mother, who gets everything that costs. The girls always say, "What is she doing to skincare?" I'm like, she literally just all over her entire body.
Yes, me and team your mom. Love her. So, yes, no, she does. She has really good skin too. She has really good skin, but that's what it takes. That's what it takes. It's consistency. Okay, one other service that we have is the Aura Scan. What is the Aura Scan? Tell me about what it is.
So Aura is like, it's 3D imaging, AI technology. Honestly, when I first heard about it, I think Injector Bunny was the only one that had, like, I had seen it, but she was the first injector like in the States to get it. I had seen like people in Switzerland had it and stuff.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah, I know. So it came from over there. So it's gotta be good, right? So at first I was like really debating between that and the Vizia, and a lot of people have Vizia here. So people are like, oh, well, Aura doesn't have all this research and all this yet, but it just hasn't been around.
Yeah.
But when I looked at the technology, Aura was just way more advanced, and it was the future. And Vizia was I would ask the Vizia people, like, are you going to add this on? Are you going to add this on? And they're like, well, we don't know. So then ultimately, like, they just weren't. But what I love about it is, traditional consultations, you have the mirror, someone comes in and they look in the mirror and you say, like, what are you here for today?
Right.
And they're like, well, that's fine right here. Or like, I don't know, I just look tired all the time. And I don't know, this is saggy and jowls. And I don't know, I turned 40 and everything just went to, And so before, I would tell them like, okay, well, this is what I would do. I always say, do you want me to talk to you like there's no budget? Do you want me to? And they'll say, yeah, just tell me what you do.
That.
I know, because it's like, just talk. It doesn't mean you have to do everything I say. It's just, we can
or we can figure
it out and budget and a little yearly plan. But Aura, because it's real data. So like, there's no like, is this really less full? Is this really this? It's there in front of you. And so they can see that, oh my gosh, like my right cheek is great. No wonder that's my selfie side. Or, my gosh, I love my left side. Why do I like my left side, not my right? And so it really measures. And so I can be like, well, see how your left eye is tired, your right eye looks good.
Yes.
So a lot of times it's just asymmetry that we need to just basically put a little here, put a little there, and it helps us narrow it down. So I love that. It's just so much easier for the patient to see
it is
and visualize, right?
It is, yeah.
And then also I love that you can turn the face 45 degrees and turn it 90, whatever.
Yes.
But to be able to see like yourself from like this angle, which is the angle that, people see you at, or like, if you're talking and someone takes a photo and then you see the photo of you in the background and you're like, and you're like, why do I have 5 chins? Like, I don't have 5 chins. Like, why do I look like that? And so, people say that to me all the time, but I'm like, it's just, it's so posture. Like, I mean, we're always slumped over, and so the thing is, so I love that. But I'd say my favorite thing about the Aura, which I think that's the part you liked the best, was it's skin to skin. And so it's like, I like it because you're gonna, like, let's say you come in and you say, my wrinkles are terrible. I hate them. I just feel like I'm not glowy. I'm so dull. It's like a little pie chart. And when we look at it, it has numbers. And sometimes it's crazy. You'll tell me it's wrinkles, but then we look, your wrinkles are actually the lowest. And what's highest is like your brown spots, your redness. So then it's like, you really don't need to be working on wrinkles at all. Like, your wrinkles are great. We need to work on, maybe you need a BBL, maybe you need pigment control from ZO. And so it really helps you dial in your skincare. And then honestly not choose the right laser, because before we had Aura, it's some people you can't tell they have melasma. Like, I was one of those. Because like some people have melasma only when they're
pregnant. Is that how you found out you have melasma?
That.
You are lying.
Yeah, because some people only have it when they're pregnant. That's when it shows up from the hormones, and then it goes away, but it's dormant in there.
Really?
Yeah. And so, well, we found out after I'd already done a BBL. But a lot of people I'm like, do you have melasma? They're like, oh, I don't know. And then it just lights up on the Aura. So then we know, okay. So it's been the best tool we've.
Wait, I don't think I knew that. I knew that you could see the brown spots and all that stuff.
Oh, you can see it. It looks like a smear. Like, if someone just has brown spots, it's just like dotted.
Yeah.
With melasma, it looks kind of like a smear of a brown or a smear of pure, or like a little bit of a mustache. And it's wild. So it's really helped. And And for people, you know, when you're like, because we see ourselves every day, we're like, I don't know if my skin looks
Yeah,
better. Like, I don't know.
right,
And
right,
then,
because we're with it every day.
yes. And then when you go scan on the aura and you see your numbers and you see that your pigment went down
Yeah.
0.2 degrees, you're like, okay, I am looking
Yeah.
better. My redness is, you know.
No, I
So
love the aura scan, and I like the numbers that you were saying. You
Mhm.
described that so well. The numbers, so you can see like symmetric and all that.
Yes.
I love that when you guys take that to the filler. Because
Yes.
like you can
Yeah.
like see like the perfect symmetric jawline.
Yes.
You can see the cheeks of it
Yes.
all, like where you need to put it. I love that, but I also do love the skincare.
Yeah.
And the way that
The
you can
analysis of the skin.
right, like
Mhm.
so you can see like what skincare you need or like all that stuff. But I did not know about the melasma.
Melasma is probably, honestly, it's probably the biggest thing because we've saved ourselves from putting a laser on someone that we thought maybe didn't have melasma.
Yeah. When do you use the aura? Like, do you do it for consultations? When do you use it?
Usually on every consultation, we use the aura. And then just over time, like throughout, like as a patient's coming, if they're like, hey, I haven't scanned in a while, can we scan? But definitely after lasers, before lasers for sure. And always on full facial consultations. I'm telling you, when people get to see themselves like that, it is
Truly, right,
it's
right.
there's
It's like the power of a before and
yeah.
after.
So good. And it makes great before and afters too.
Yeah.
I love the
Oh,
before.
it does. It
Yes.
does. Because you can compare the ones that you had before
Yes.
and the one that you have
Yeah,
now.
it's great.
And it is crazy because and you can move the face up and
Yeah,
down and
it's way
around.
better.
And it is crazy. Like I do love that. That's good. Okay. So we're gonna get into like how you hire, how all the things like that. How do you hire for personality? Do you hire for skill? What do you?
I mean, well, obviously I hire for
Girl,
personality.
You do without you, girl. You do, girl. You too. You do.
I'm funny really quick. I mean, people have probably heard me talk about this and they probably think I'm crazy, like over here with rocks and crystals, but I need to know like when you were born, where you were born. I love birth charts.
Yeah.
I think it's so eye-opening.
Yeah.
And because just because you're a Pisces, like I'm a Pisces, but I'm a Pisces Cancer. And that is such a big deal because that's how you portray yourself to people. And
it's funny because I have seen it in action.
it is, and it's so, I'm telling you guys, it's so accurate. I got my birth chart read by one of our clients. She got into that. And I mean, when she was telling me, honestly, there was a part that like, this is going like deeper and a little off subject, but there was a part that I like kind of teared up because she first asked me like a few years, like what happened in these years. And I went back and thought of those years and I was like, oh my gosh, like I remember what happened.
Yeah.
Have you done one of those yet?
What?
With their birth chart reading?
Yeah. Well, not by someone.
Oh, yeah.
But like I've done it ChatGPT.
ChatGPT too. And a lot of us have done ChatGPT, which is, he's really good.
He's good. Yeah, he's good.
But she like goes into years and she'll be like, what happened in 2008? What happened in 2015? What happened in 2023? You know, and I'm like, wow. But the one thing she was just telling me, she was like going on my planets and all this. And she said, you just need to, it kind of made me realize like accept myself for who I am. I'm not saying we can't get better. But it's like, she's like, you love to work. Like you live to work.
Yeah, I get that.
And she's like, you feel, I know we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
She's like, you feel guilty when you're not working.
Yeah.
And I've always like kind of beat myself up about that because like some of my friends are like, Amanda, you're self-employed, you own your own business. I think that the whole point of owning your own business is to come in when you want and do what you want kind of thing. And why are you like always working?
And you're like, no, I'm built different.
I am. And we talked about that. It's just,
I get it.
and when she said that to me, she was like, stop trying to get rid of that. Like that's what fills your heart up and that's what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And you need to embrace it.
And
you know, and things like that. And then I told her, you know, and sometimes I feel guilty because I am so into that I don't feel like I'm a good mom sometimes. I am a good mom. Like I love my kids, but I'm not at the Valentine's party. I'm not I'm not at everything. And she's like, but that's okay. You know, it's okay to be a different mom and it's okay to embrace what you're good at. And she's like, you love your kids and you're there for respect you. And I ask them a lot. I'm like, do you want me to be at your Valentine's party? Do you care? And they're like, no, mommy, I love you at work, but you're great at, you know,
that's so sweet.
Remember we were saying like, it's not even about the money. It's like, when we reach our goals,
I feel like I just want to keep going. Like the goal never
stops.
Like, there's always like, I always say like, oh, I can't wait till I'm like a VP or something like that. And then like, then that comes and I'm like, oh,
yes,
maybe something else above that, you know, or like, but like, I always wanted to like, I don't know when to stop. I don't know. Like I work for fun too, because like, I think it's nice to be busy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know what, I think everybody in my life would be miserable with me, like just not working or doing something. Like they'd be like, well, Johnny, go do life. Like, what are you doing? Like, I think it would be awful, but like, I agree with you on that.
Mhm.
And we have talked about that a lot because we're just like nonstop workers.
And
We
it's
just don't know when to stop.
and we can't. And it's like, it's not that we don't, I just don't want to.
Yeah, no, we just want to be busy.
We complain.
No, we are gonna complain.
Complain
Yeah.
that we're tired and
exactly.
that we
But
never have time for anything else. But
Right.
then we
but
we
then
do
we
this
keep
for
going.
we
Yeah,
just
we keep going. But like the success feels so good.
it does feel
It
good.
feels good whenever you like are driving yourself to be like, and you hit a
You
milestone, and
accomplish.
then you accomplish that, and you're like, wow, like I was exhausted that entire time,
Yeah.
but look at what I
Look
did.
at what I
Like
did.
it's impactful.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I know we got off subject, but
yeah, okay, so tell me about like how does that play into your hiring?
I definitely hire for personality. I feel, I mean, I've trained a lot of the girls that came with no clientele, and I feel like, you know, you can build people, you can teach skill. I will say,
Yeah,
you can teach skill to a point,
true.
but there are just some over training through. There's some that just have it. Like they
Yeah.
have the eye. They
Yeah.
can. I don't have to tell them where to go on the lip. They already know.
Yeah.
So to a point, you can teach skill, but personality, because the culture of the team, we all got to get along, right?
Yeah,
And
agreed.
so you don't. I mean, if someone's a great injector, but they're like a bit
Horrible, yeah, horrible human being.
like a not a nice person, then why would we want them here? So anyway, so definitely personality, but I'm kind of at the point in the career where I don't really, not that I don't want to train people, but
You did it. You did. And you've raised some very little chicklets that have done great things. So I agree. But hiring that obviously has worked for you.
It has. And so, I mean, we've made a great team, and so it's worked.
Incredible team. I will say that there is a lot of people that like that come in here every day and they are like, how do you do this? Or like, is it really like this when the cameras are off or whatever? Like, and like it is. Like it really is what you have created something here that's so genuine. Because like we all have a good time, we all love each other, we're like a big family here. When someone's gone, you can tell like it's just like a big hole like when someone's not there that day. And so I know it's great. We all joke together, we like play, we do reels together, we enjoy doing those things. And like there's a lot of the people that would like, oh God, another reel, or like we're gonna do this or we're gonna do that. And we're like, fuck yeah, let's do like let's add something to it. Like what can we do? You know, and it's fun. So I think that's cool. I think it's cool that you built something like that based on our charts.
It's our charts.
I'm
telling you, those charts.
Yeah.
And you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I literally chat GPT to everybody's chart here, and it's getting ready to be printed off, and it's going into a binder, and it's going to be on a binder. And so I'm gonna give one to Lewis, and then I'm gonna have one in the product room. So if you like need to talk to someone, like you got to like have a conversation, and you're like, gosh, I just don't know how to talk to her. Like I don't want to like hurt her feelings, or like
that's so
like
sweet.
Because it tells you as an employee, it's like, you know, some people gotta lead with like positivity, and then then get the knife in. And then other people, like Taylor, for example, it's black and white. She don't want any sugarcoating. Just tell her like it is. Be like, you're really good at this, and you do better at this. And she's like, all right, whatever. She's just like,
because that's just how she is.
Her personality. So Lewis thinks it's great. He's like, he flips through it.
I think it's kind of cool too.
Like, okay,
that is cool, because then it just shows you how to approach people. But like honestly, like good kudos to you, because that's not something that most people even think about.
No, and a lot of people are gonna think I'm crazy.
No, I don't think that. It's just like, damn, I didn't think about that. But like, it's so real though, because like, let's tell the story. Like we took all of our charts. You literally came in, you're like, what's your birth chart? And you're like, get in whatever the name of that app is. What was it? CoStar. You're like, get in CoStar and pull up your chart. Ask your mom what day you were born, what time you were born. And I'm like, okay. And so we did, but it was so realistic. Like we put it in chat, and it was like, you're like this, and this. And like, you love, like you are an encourager, but you're not always like on the top of your game. And like, I'm like, oh my God. First of all, read me, chat.
I know, really. I know, right?
Read me.
I know.
But then second of all, it was just like, damn, like that is so true. Like I am a workaholic. I do love to encourage others. I do it's just like, but at the same time, I would have never thought to do that. Like I would have never thought like, oh, let me take that from my CoStar and put it in my chat. That was really good. That's good tea. But like you've formed a great team from it. So.
We have. Yeah. So when we're talking about, like how we were talking about earlier, culture, I think I said it kind of a little while ago, talking about quality is super easy to instill in Lulu. I feel like because everyone that works here is a perfectionist. They want the best before and afters, and they want to be the best injector. Like I don't have to encourage any injector here to be better. Like they want it for themselves. And so I feel like quality is pretty easy because we continue education. nobody wants to put out bad results here. It's the culture that's harder to maintain, like we were talking about, which we truly are, like you said, even off camera, like we're happy, we're out together. Sure, we've had our, everyone was a lot of females and Johnny and they work together. There's gonna be some tips, but it's never been bad, and we've always fixed it. And I feel like, and I look at you guys as like my equals. You guys are my friends.
You treat us that way too.
Yeah, you're my friend. Like, and you know a lot about the business. Melissa and I are very open about the business, because I say all the time, like I hear stories about like owners, I don't know, it's strange. Like they don't want to share their clientele with other injectors in the office. And I just think the better my team does, the better I do.
You do.
Like,
right. Exactly.
Why would I not want that for all of us?
Right.
And we're all going to do better.
But that's why you're going to continue to do better, because like you aren't selfish. No. Like you don't have that, like you're like so giving, and like you want your team to grow, whatever that means though. Like you're just like in whatever way, capacity. I
remember when she first came, she just said something like, I was kind of told I was never going to be more than a front desk, and that's all I was ever going to be. And I'm not, like, because I don't see myself as like nurturing and mothering. But nurturing is like where you nurture people and grow them. And I was like, oh. And I thought of this particular employee, and like she's an MA now, and she's such a good stick, and she gets so excited every time she gets someone's blood. She's like, and I can see her light up, and she's becoming more than just a front desk.
Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah, and it feels good, and you're kind of helping someone just see their potential.
Them chicklets, girl. You just keep raising them chicklets, girl. You just keep producing.
Yeah, it's still, I don't know. So I love culture's everything. And like I said, when a patient walks in, they can feel it.
No, they can feel it.
They know when the team gets along, or if a team doesn't get along.
Absolutely.
And we have fun, and obviously we're professional, but we don't want to like a doctor's office and stuff.
Yeah, you don't want it to be stuffy. Like we love the bubbles of it all. Like it's like so fun. Like
we want your patients to be able to tell you about. I mean, honestly, some days are hard. Like some days I come home and tell Lewis, like, man, today was hard. Like I've got a patient who maybe their husband just died, or the next one's getting a divorce because he cheated on her, or I mean, it just
you hear the stuff in the chair. Yes, but what I will say is, when I was a client, it was so easy to come in here and talk. No, it was so easy to come in. Like the only time that I got terrified was when it was you.
I do remember this. You were sweating profusely.
Yeah, it was Amanda Lindenberg.
I was like gauzing his forehead.
Girl, I was scared.
He was earthy.
It was Amanda. Like at first, like I like literally like.
I still remember this.
Her hands just being on my face was just terrifying to me.
Yeah, Leanna was like, he's so scared.
I was terrified, and she was like asking me questions.
I was like, are you okay?
I'm like, I'm scared. Like, oh my God, like I'm ugly.
And we weren't even doing any treatment. You're just consulting.
Yes. It was crazy. I was terrified. But I will say though, like it was still, even in that moment, you're like, are you like, you're okay? Like you're fine. Like it's like you're good. Like I just want to know, like you're what do you want? Like, and I was like, okay, like that made me feel so much better.
It's just like when you get a place like this, you immediately start critiquing yourself, and you think everybody's looking at everything on your face.
Absolutely. But it doesn't feel like that here. Like it doesn't feel like that until you ask for it.
Yeah.
It's like you're like,
give it to me.
Yeah, give it to me. Then you're like, okay, we can do this. But like, no, it doesn't feel like when you walk in the door, like, what can I fix on you, or how can I get whatever? Like, it just feels like, okay, what do you want to come in here for? What do you want to do today? What is it that you feel like you need?
Yeah, and I mean, you made me think of a patient we just had the other day. I was up front. I was talking with someone about peptides, and I know we love peptides. I actually left my peptides for a week when we went to Mexico. I left them in my mom's fridge. I was so upset. I had prepped everything and did wonderful and left them. I was so upset. But I was talking about peptides, and this lady, comes from the lobby, and she's like, what's this about, this tesamorelin? Like, what's it do? I got on a GLP, and I've lost all this weight. Now I just have these flabby arms.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm just so scared to get Botox. I'm so scared for anything. So I think, like you reminded me, like, just because you go to a med spa doesn't mean you have to get Botox or you have to get filler. You can come for facials. You can come for hormone optimization. You can come for peptides, weight loss. You don't have to do invasive treatments.
That's so true.
Med spas are just more now than just Botox.
And that's probably why I spend so much money here, because like I get it all. like I do my all my health and wellness stuff here. Like I'm on every peptide I can be. Like so that again, I mean, I get it, but like I love peptides. I think they just change your life. Like I think it's like a key to life that is just like so many people are just missing out on. Tesamorelin, CJC, like the peptide, the
See,
mods.
you loved Motzi. I know.
Girl, don't even get
You
me
love
started on
Motzi.
Motsy, girl. The Motsy was so
It was good.
good. Like I just think and I'm off of it right now because I'm a cycle off of it. But like the energy it gives you, like I mean, we're up early. Like so it's nice to have that jolt of energy in the morning and you don't have to take it every day. But like you get that jolt of energy and you're not tired by 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. But like it's just exhausting like that. But I do love Motsy. But I'm on every NAD, all the peptides, every peptide I can be on. I love it because I feel like it is a quality of life that is just unmatched.
100%. And last night I had a little 40th birthday dinner with friends.
Yeah.
And then one of my girlfriends, I was like, "Oh, are you liking your testosterone injections? Are you liking your peptide?" She's on BPC orally, right?
I like
She has a lot of tummy issues.
Mhm.
And she was like, "Okay." And she's always so critical. Like when she got pilled, she's like, "I didn't notice anything, you know?" All this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And she's like, "Okay, I went to Destin, Florida, and I left my stuff." And she's like, "Honestly, yeah." She's like, "My brain fog came back." She's like, "My stomach was upset." She's like,
yeah.
"Holy crap, like
Yeah.
you're not lying." And I'm like, "Yeah, like I'm telling you, like it is a game
It's a
changer."
game
Like
changer.
I could get my rings on when I was
Yeah.
in Mexico. Everything was so
Just yeah.
swollen and like my elbow was hurting again and just
Mhm.
the joint pain
Isn't
and
that crazy? And like how it just creeps back in so fast. I will say with the BPC that I love the fact that like my stomach well, like because I can't drink a lot because of like my tummy issues. And so I drink when I take that, like I don't have any problems at all. Like I don't have any issues. Like I'm like a regular, like all the things. Like things don't hurt. Like it's kind of it is crazy how they work so well with so many different parts of the body.
well, and also like I was actually talking about another I guess I'm always talking about it. I'm like, dang, this morning I was texting my best friend, my childhood friend, and she's been on a
Yeah.
GLP for a long time and she's trying to lose weight. And I was like, girl, you need to get on tesamorelin. I was like, especially we're in that perimenopause age and tummy fat is so hard to get rid of, that
Yes.
visceral fat around the
Yeah.
organs and stuff. And it's not just about it's because as we're aging, it's just not working the same.
Yeah.
You,
Right.
you
Right.
know, you're not making growth hormone anymore. And
Right.
so I
Right.
told her, she's like, okay, I believe you. Like, what do I need to do? You
Yeah.
know, and it was like, well, let's in for some labs and stuff. But 100%, I'm telling you guys, if you're
It's a
perimenopause, if you're, you don't have to be perimenopause, but if you are, or you're menopausal, game changer. Game changer.
absolutely.
Because people always think, you know, they don't think I'm in perimenopause. And I'm like, I am. I'm like, I'm doing the progesterone, I'm doing the
Yeah.
estrogen, I'm doing the testosterone, and I've got these damn night sweats now. And I don't want
Oh
to hear
my
about all
God. No,
that.
I got nice sweats too, but
Oh, I have
I'm
nights.
on testosterone.
I'm like, I
So my
got night
hormones are
sweats.
out of whack too. So it's
Oh,
all good.
I wake up like it's it's insane.
I have night sweats occasionally and I'm not menopausal.
So what's going on with you?
I don't know. But like I have night sweats occasionally, but I just like am a cold sleeper too.
Yeah,
So I don't sometimes like if I get the slightest hot, like I'm gonna sweat. Like
you
I'm
do sweat. You
going to
sweat
sweat. I
easily.
sweat, girl, I sweat talking to you the
Yeah, I
first
know.
time. No, I am just I'm a terrible sweater. I tell
It's bad. I mean, I'm waking up like clothes drenched, and I'm like, man,
the
I
amount of
remember my mom telling me about this, and
yeah.
I'm like, and I think that's another thing too. You know, people. My mom's like, I was telling her, she's like, man, that's really early, and I was telling Taylor, and Taylor's like, no, Taylor's like, actually, we're just talking about it. Like before,
Yeah.
no one talked about perimenopause. It was so taboo and
Yeah.
like to talk about these things. And now it's like we're realizing that females are in perimenopause at 35.
Yeah.
Like it's you know, people are like, I'm way too young to get on hormones. I'm like,
It's just
actually,
that people don't oh my God. And that is so true. That is so true. Yes, actually,
be like
yes.
50 if you need a
Yes.
hormone.
And I never really thought about that because like I when I tell people that I'm on testosterone, they're like, wait, already? You're so young. And I'm like, no, what is young is the fact that my testosterone level was so low at my young age. Like, and I guess we're just not talking about it. But like, it's so crazy now. You would imagine that, especially like men would want to know that information. But it's crazy how they just won't just come get the test done, or like they just won't come get the blood done. And I'm like, why? It's I don't get it either. But like, you want to feel good, so like I don't understand why the concern of like not wanting to do that.
Maybe I don't know if it's a I don't know if it's a budget issue, if it's a like they don't know what they're putting in their body and it freaks
Yeah.
them out, you know, I don't know, but I mean, I'm telling you guys to be optimal. And then the whole thing
Yeah.
with females too, like getting testosterone. Actually, females naturally have more testosterone than estrogen. So when they hear that, they're like, what? And they're like, why do I want to get cancer?
Yeah.
And so all of that stuff's been debunked. So
Yeah.
I think if just book a consultation and like talk to someone that knows about it,
Yeah.
and like even if you don't want to do it, just hear them out.
Yeah.
Hear them
Yeah.
out, like why you need all these things.
I agree because like and there's a lot of people that I just that I don't understand. I don't understand that how just don't want to come do the blood test just to get it done.
I don't
I
know.
don't
They're
get it.
stubborn. I don't
And
know.
like the testosterone, the way it gives you so much energy for me, my energy levels since like all of my testosterone. I mean, my levels were so low. And now that I've been like actually like again being consistent and like taking my testosterone and things like that, like
Are
the
you on
energy.
injections now?
Yeah, I'm back on
Yeah, me
injections.
too.
I was doing the pellet. I like it's just my levels for me again. Just like the when I first got them, my levels were so good and everything was great, and then the way I could feel it taper back off was just too much for me. So I liked the shots because it's just like level for the week. Like I'm taking it at the beginning and the end of the week. Yeah, so like it's like I'm staying pretty even. But before then, like I like back when before I started taking him here, it was just like just take one on a Sunday, and it was just this huge dose, and then you were just like, and I hated that. But like I love, and then it was subcutaneous now, so
Yeah, I
that's
know,
so
it's so
nice.
easy,
Like
which
it's
just
so much
means
easier.
like a little Botox needle barely
Yeah.
and time to get in the muscle,
And it's
basically.
so nice instead of
Hurts a
having to
lot
like
less.
do in the butt or whatever like that.
Uh-huh,
That's really nice. I do
uh-huh.
love that. I love that, and it saves so much time. I think.
Yeah, I love testosterone injections. I was a big pellet girl and I
Yeah.
switched to I like it better. I like microdosing it. I feel way better. I feel it within 2 days.
Yeah.
I feel energy, sex drive.
Yeah. And I
Um,
also think that it helps even without the Motzi, helps with my 3 o'clock slump.
Yeah.
Like it like instead of like being just so like well, I mean, I could tell whenever like my pellet was wearing off and it wasn't time to get the pellet yet, but like I had to wait a little bit longer and your boy was just down bad, like down and crying at the gym for real. Like, yeah, and what was that? Like, what is that? It's just see me yawn. I never yawn. I'm not a yawner. Like, I am tired if I'm yawning. So like ordering me must be like a 47 if I'm yawning like that. I do have bad sleep
sleep scores.
scores.
I made Lewis get an Aura ring for his birthday. He didn't want one, but I bought him one anyways. And it's funny because he's like, I don't need that. But now we like compare, and it's really funny. He's like, I didn't sleep. He'd be like, I knew I didn't sleep good last night. I'm like, oh, he's like, my Aura ring said I didn't. I knew I didn't. I'm like, oh. And then he's like, my Aura ring says my temperature was elevated last night. Do you think I'm getting sick? I'm like, well, I don't know. Are you? And so like he's all into it now. And then we figured out that I do sleep more than him, but he sleeps more efficient than me.
Oh,
I was like,
nice.
see, he's always like, I get less sleep than you. I'm like, well, he's getting an 83% and I'm getting a 78 and I'm sleeping more hours. So he's a good.
Oh yeah, he's a good, deep, efficient
He's in the
REM.
80s. Yeah, because you're like
sleep.
low.
Girl, I'm low, girl.
You are low.
My one last night was like a 70 something, but
Oh,
like
that's good for you.
yeah, it's good for me.
Yeah.
I was actually I would take it. I was shocked. Even my readiness score was in the 70s. So
If you guys have an Oura ring, you know what we're talking about. I think I've only seen. Have you ever seen it? Seen major symptoms? I've had it only tell me twice. Major.
and I had COVID.
I had the flu.
Yeah, and it was crazy.
It's wild.
It's wild how it.
It'll say we're detecting major symptoms.
Yeah.
You need. I saw it one other time. I think I was on vacation. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I popped some zinc. I
Yep.
started taking a lot of vitamin C.
Yep.
I took a NyQuil, like slept a bunch, and then it went away.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And
It's
like
wild.
I like it because it starts telling you a little bit before you even know that you feel like shit. Like it tells me like a day or so, and I'm like, nothing's wrong with me. And I'm like, I'm fine. What do you mean? Like I feel I just got a stuffy nose.
Yeah.
And then the next day I'm like, oh God. And like my ring tried to tell me, but no, it does give you time. It gives you time to say before like you can take the zinc and all that stuff.
I think a lot of people, follow me on Instagram for a long time, and so they're super nervous to meet me. And then which is so weird because like I'm an introvert and do not think of myself like that at all. Like, I'm insecure and all these things, And so for them to be like, oh my God, you're just as beautiful in person as you are. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, like, I get all like, and then they're just like, oh, you're really nice. Like, I didn't know, you seem nice, but I didn't know if you were going to be nice, and they're a little, intimidated. And I'm like, I'm like, I feel like I'm super easy to talk to. And
You are.
I feel like, you can say whatever. It's never going to gross me out. I'm just, and I feel like that's kind of plays into, like things that make our med spa different.
Right.
I feel like, well, one, we've already talked about the culture and the vibe when you walk in, and it smells good.
Oh,
And
girl,
you know, it smells good. And people are always like, they buy a sweatshirt and they text, they're like, I don't want to be weird, but it smells so good. What's on this sweatshirt, you know? And it does smell so good. I know. I actually have it in my house now, and so everything smells like
I
it.
got a dupe that smells
Did
like it,
you?
and it smells so good. It's
It
in my
does.
office.
And so the smell, and then obviously everyone being super nice and everything. And then I think about if I was a consumer and I was looking for a med spa, like what would I be looking for? And definitely like social media, because, and I feel like we do a really good job with that. We're constantly present. We're always posting. We're always doing reels. Our social media team does a great job. And then another thing, like going back to quality of the team, like I don't have to tell the girls to post on social media because they're building their brand. They want to be known, you know? So they're posting. And so social media is a big one. I'd be looking for before and afters. Before and afters are huge because obviously I know that you're going to get a good job, right? And then testimonials, reviews, like just someone talking about like why they love peptides. Someone that maybe doesn't work here, you know, that like isn't, because we're not being biased. I swear it's
peptides are where
it's real. It's real.
No,
I
it's a
always,
game changer.
and then I think the lady that I was talking about earlier, she was like, I don't know, peptides are so scary. And I said, you know, I went to this conference and there was this guy there and he had so many people. He's out of Miami. And he's like, I've been doing peptides since 2012. He's like, I had athletes flying from all over the world to see me, healing their injuries. He was talking about like Brett Favre when he tore his Achilles. He just, the glow, you know, and people are now it's trending on TikTok, obviously. And people are like, do you have the glow peptide? Do you have the clo peptide? Do you have this?
I don't get
this?
Clo. I don't know what that
Glow
is.
it's different than the TB 500.
Okay.
Which some of these, that's why I'm also like, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but some of these are, that's why you need a medical provider, because they're not meant to be on long term. Some of them, like some of them are meant for injury only. And so I love we have a little worker out here getting the best shot, and she's just so cute.
She's
just so cute. She just is
she
always
is. She's
working overtime.
Like, wind is blowing and
Yeah,
she's
her
got
hair's
the
like,
in her hair.
and she's like out there getting the best shot. But
she's so cute.
That's what I mean. Social media, see, you know. Some of these for like short term, like MOTS-C, like all these things. And I always say IGF-1 super important. If you run a growth hormone, peptide, Moreland, CJC, which we love.
I love CJC.
Oh, love. A lot of the guys like CJC, and then females I feel like really like Moreland.
I love them both.
I love both too. I mean, CJC made me a little hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm already a hungry girl naturally.
Yeah. And then the testosterone too.
And the testosterone too. But man, I could lift so heavy.
I know. I love CJ. I feel like I don't even have to lift as heavy.
But like you go to get the normal weight and it feels like it weighs nothing.
I know, but it's also crazy about how the next day, like when you finally have been on it for like a couple of weeks, how you go into the gym, you're like, all right, I'm ready. Like, I feel like I have energy to want it. I know, like, and you want to work out, you want to do the things. It's weird. I don't know. That's how MOTS-C also made me. I think that's why I liked it a lot too, because it just made me, you know, we wake up so early and it just makes me, I was just bebopping everywhere I went. Like, I loved it because like, it just, the energy is so good until and I just hated having to cycle off of it. But now I think I'm time to go back.
I feel like it's time. I feel like we've both been off of it for a long time. Yeah, I mean, speaking of like working out, I mean, I've been really good with my testosterone. I've been doing my testosterone, and some of my shirts, they're getting tight on my arms. I was trying the other day, and I was like, oh my God, my
we love that. We love that.
They're getting like, but I'm like, I gotta fit in my clothes. I'm not getting like bulky. I have lost a lot of muscle. You know, I'm on a GLP, and I don't know. I think I talked about it. I fell off the bandwagon. I think I was telling you I wasn't working out, and I was like, I need to get back on it. And then I think maybe the testosterone, the MOTS-C, one of them motivated me enough to get back in, and I did. And now I'm like on it where I can't miss a day. You know,
I love that.
Yeah, it's.
What's your stack right now? What are you taking?
I'm doing testosterone, GHKU. What else do I do? I feel like I take a lot of shots. I'm like, some nights, like, that's a lot. What else am I taking? Oh, BPC 157. I'm putting it at my elbow. It like,
you have tennis elbow?
I don't know. I think it's like I'm always injecting, and I'm always like this, and then I sleep with my elbow bent.
I do that too. I sleep like
that. It hurts. I know. I've seen those reels. It's like, why did my wrist hurt the next day? And you're sleeping all like
this.
Yeah. It hurts a lot. And when I'm doing any type of like bicep curls or triceps, it's like I really feel it. So I've been injecting that there.
Does it not hurt?
No. I thought it would, but I just skipped that little loose
Oh,
skin
I
right
guess
there.
so. And they're
I
just looking at it
started
right
it
there.
hurts a little, but I'm like, "Yeah, I want the
Okay, what else are you on?
I want my I think that's it for now. I do wanna start Mod-C back.
I want to start too.
I wanna start it back, but yeah, just don't be scared of peptides.
Yeah,
I'm not saying don't be scared and, like, get them somewhere random,
yeah, don't do that.
but just, don't we have peptides naturally in our body, but as we age, we start to lose these, and we're full of inflammation, and so getting some of these things calmed down, getting some other things back to where they used to be, that's how you feel like a new person. When we're talking about what makes Lulu different, because the girls tell me this too, I can't tell you how many clients, and maybe you can attest to this, maybe, and you give an honest answer because
Okay.
you may have went somewhere good before, but I know you went to other med spas before you came here.
Yeah.
But I have so many people in my chair that say, "Oh my gosh, like no one has ever taken the time to explain this to me, why you're doing what you're doing, where you're putting stuff
Oh,
at, and
100%.
why." Like I hear that all the time.
Oh, yeah, no,
Or like
agreed.
they just get like
I
poked.
didn't even get mapped before. I got mapped. This was the first place I ever got mapped
And that's
on my
so
forehead. I had
crazy to
never been
me.
mapped
Or like
before.
half the time people don't even know what talks they're getting.
Yeah.
I'm like, did you get Botox, Dysport,
Oh,
Daxi? You had no idea.
yes, 100%. That did happen to me. I did like I went to the one of the last places I went, I would just sit in the chair and they'd be like, "Okay, we're gonna go get your product." And I'm like, "What is my product?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what the product is. Like, are you using Tox? Are you doing Dysport? Like, I know it wasn't Daxi because they didn't have Daxi at the time. So like, it was just like, what am I do? Like, I don't know what am I getting. And by the time it was time, I guess I'm just in the chair. So next thing I know, it's already in my forehead.
It's already imported, and you don't even know how many units you're getting.
No,
I mean,
no.
I will say people that are 30 and under coming in are, they're doing their research, they're TikToking, sometimes a little too much, but they're like, "Why are you doing it like that? That's not how I saw it on TikTok." And I'm like, What? No one's right." But at least they're coming educated and they're like, "Okay, so what talks are we doing? I've heard a lot about Daxi. Can you explain it more?" Or, "I really want a brow lift." And so I've heard, sometimes you have to leave a little movement for a brow lift. Whereas I feel like 30 and over, we're just more like,
Freeze me.
yeah, and then we're also just like, whatever they say. Like we don't wanna ruffle any feathers. We're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever you think I need." Whereas the younger generation is questioning things and they're questioning like what you're putting in them and which is great. But you should know what you're getting, why you're getting it. And I think people value that. And like I thought of a lady I had yesterday. She was like, "Yeah." She's like, "We did that platysmal tox, and honestly, I just didn't really see a difference." And I was like, "Really?" And then I said, "Okay." And I pulled up my mom's picture, who I just did about 4 weeks ago, and I got an after, and her platysmal talks before and afters, her jawline, like insane. You don't got to see me yet. They're so good. And I showed her, and she's like, "Well, damn." She's like, "Mine did not look like that." And I was like, "Okay." I said, and that's my point. And not every treatment is for every person. Like maybe we do platysmal talks on someone and they get amazing results, and we do it on someone else and it's like mediocre. And it's like, okay, well, let's not waste our money on that. We'll invest it somewhere else, A lip flip. I hear it all the time. Lip flip. Like when I get a lip flip, which I need one really bad, I get so many compliments on my lips. So just know that like not everything is going to work for every person. Anatomy matters. And so I think me just listening to my client, hearing her out, not getting spicy, not being like, well,
Yeah.
I hear that. I mean, I hear people say, yeah, I was basically told like, well, that's just, like, it's like the patient's fault, which is just crazy to me. Like I hear it a lot. And people say, yeah, they get kind of mad at me if I like question anything. I'm like, no, you should be allowed to ask
Yeah, no, you
questions.
should want to know what's going on in your face.
Yeah.
I will say the last time I went somewhere, I had no education. Like there was no education as to why they were doing what they were doing or anything like that. Like I said, I had never been mapped before. I was so excited to meet Leanna. I came here the first time and she mapped me. I was so excited to be mapped by her. But no, I had never been mapped. I had never understood like why we were doing what we were doing. I had never understood like, or like when you guys even talk to us and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go right here superficially because blah 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 blah. Like and like no one has ever done that or explained any of that. Or like I'm gonna go a little bit above the brow because you don't want this, and I know how just like the explanation and like it's just crazy and like the reasoning behind what you guys do and like and the information that you tell us while you're doing it is also crazy. But I've never experienced that before. I've never experienced
Well,
that.
and then I feel like when you kind of know and you're kind of told, you're more and not understanding, but you're the expectations of the results.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, she told me this is my low brow. I'm gonna have a little more movement
Right.
above it. No, I'm gonna have a,
Right.
So I feel like that is what makes us different, and it gets loyalty with clients because they feel heard, they feel seen. They feel like they can voice their opinions.
Yes.
And then also, like, I may not remember everyone's name. I'm not, sometimes they'll be like, blah, blah. And I'm like, I see the picture and I immediately remember, oh, yeah, her mom is like in town and I can remember the vacations you took and I remember your kids.
That is
And when they come in, I'm like, how was, and they're like, dang, Amanda, how do you, because face it, there is a med spa in every corner. What is going to make them choose us? What's going to make them want to come to us? And I think it's before and afters, the feeling they get when they're here, the loyal, just that feeling like we care what they have to say.
Absolutely.
All those things I think are super, super important and make them feel seen. And then obviously, like we've already said, investing in education, knowing that they're in a safe place.
I think that education is big because I think that's a big piece of what we leave out a lot that sets us apart, because I don't think that we also often talk about how much you guys educate us when we're doing it, because like or even the amount of trainings that you guys go to, like, because I mean it's not all glitz and glamour all the time. Like, y'all are in trainings quite often, like y'all are in a lot of trainings, and the education that is behind what you guys are doing is so important. And like, so for you guys to tell us, or like the clients, that what's going on, why you're doing what you're doing, the reason behind, or like even if we come in and we say we want to do this and that, you're like, well, I'm actually not gonna do that because, and then you're like, I'm like, okay, damn, like actually, like I don't. Prime example, Dee will not redo my jaw because I had like a nodule there, and so in order to get it redone, she has to dissolve it. And I have
Which you
had to.
did not want to do.
I did not want to.
You
I've been
wanted
waiting
that
since
jawline
October.
before your birthday.
I did. I did.
You were
And so
very disappointed.
I was very disappointed, and that's okay. Like, but I understand that even still, even it's past all the way till February, she was like, still got to dissolve it. I'm like, no. And then she would explain, like, I don't want it to because of this, and this. And I'm like, you know what? Fine. Like, whatever. You're right. You're okay. I get it. But then she made me dissolve again. And she's like, I'm Johnny. I'm sorry. Like, but this is why. Like, yeah. And so, like, and then, um, it was just nice to like, but although I hated it still, like, it was still nice to be like, they're taking care of me. Like, I know that they know what's best for me, and they're looking out for me, and even when I'm not looking out for myself, because like I'll be reckless.
And just and just not trying to sell you a jawline because I know you wanted it for your birthday, but we also knew like, dang, if we put that in there and we don't dissolve this, then you're going to be dissolving something you just put in there. And yeah, it's crazy. And then back to the trainings for sure. Like we've already done so many this year that, Vanessa just left on a plane. She's headed to Atlanta for laser training. Dinar's getting ready to do laser training. Taylor did an amazing laser training a few weeks ago. I'm getting ready to do another training. We've got a training coming here in May. It's nonstop. When if the girls have downtime, they're literally doing laser trainings on the computer, or ZO trainings. We're constantly advancing our skincare. So education is so important.
I love it. I want to ask you one question about one of your items that you have out here. I want to talk about plated.
Oh, I know. Okay, so when I went to LAMCA a couple years ago, it was out in LA. It was one of the best trainings I've ever been to because it's so cool. Because a lot of trainings we go to, there's people on stage and okay, guys, this is for hair restoration. I do PDGF, I do this. These are my settings. You're talking like the leaders in the industry giving you the exact details that they do for all their stuff and how they get the results they get. No one ever does that in trainings. Like, and when you go to conferences and stuff, it's just very surface level stuff. So it was such a good investment. But Plated, the lady that actually was the big spokesperson for them, she was talking about how there was like a hurricane coming and she had all these exosomes and stuff that are with this plated. She had them in these, tanks. I'm not using the proper terms, whatever. They were in these big tanks and she was freaking out to her husband. She was like, because she was with the Mayo Clinic. She's like, my life's work is in these things for this plated skincare. Like if the hurricane takes them, like my life's work is like, she was freaking out. So she's like, we got to get them, she was freaking out. It's going to flow in the hurricane. But she showed pictures up there and she showed, before and afters of hair 6 months later. It takes time, but it was amazing. I've been using it and I was like, I need to show my before and afters, but I have been using it here and I have all this new baby hair. I used to have nothing here.
How long have you been using it?
Probably about 4 weeks now. And I can already see a difference. And then like, I know plated works. Honestly, the only reason I didn't bring it on, I'm gonna be totally honest, it's expensive. It's expensive and the bottle's like this big. And you're kind of like, but the stuff and it's good. And I was like, I had too many people asking for it. And so It's like, well, we brought it on.
Is that where? So you got this at the last training you went to?
I didn't get it then. I read all about it and I knew all about it, and then I didn't get it. And then finally, so many people asked me about it, and I was like, whatever, we're going to bring it on. Because honestly, I had settled. I mean, I went to LMCA a few years ago, and they were already. This was already huge a few years ago.
Yeah. I had heard several things about plated. I had just never I
didn't know anything about it.
Didn't know anything about it, and I honestly these days, like especially since I work here, I'm gonna wait till I hear that y'all heard something about it before I do anything. And so now that you brought that on, I was very like I wasn't shook, but I was just like, wow, like this shit works. Like it has to work.
I mean, you can go down TikTok. You can go down TikTok and look at people's before and afters. Everyone loves the gold bottle, which is the intense. And all kinds of stuff for the face, like inflammation, helps the skin. I mean, it's like everything. It's like the golden bottle, you know. That was really good. A lot of people like the eye serum. I've heard a lot. Yeah, puffiness, hollowing, darkness. I've been using that, and then the hair serum. I know I've seen tons of before and afters. I know it works. It's just time.
Yeah.
I mean, we know.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
you know me.
I know you will. Anything for hair.
Yeah, there we go. I'm trying shit on camera. Here we go. I'm gonna do it.
He's more of a VIP. He's becoming more,
even more so. That's how I continue to keep getting things. Is because I keep buying.
Can't help yourself.
I can't help that, you guys.
Help yourself.
I want to try it.
I know you should. Speaking of trainings, I went to Leslie Fletcher's training out in California. Just went there. I did 75 obscure uses of tox. That was pretty cool. And I would say that was really eye-opening because I've been doing this since 2014. Obviously, I've been doing tox a long time. And I will say, I have patients sit in my chair sometimes. They're like, oh, tox is no big deal. I just go to whoever for my tox. And I'm always just like, because tox, I know it seems, I know it's people are DIYing on TikTok and so it seems easy, but tox is so hard because once you've got good tox, you realize how bad your old tox was. You don't know it's bad till you got good tox, right? Like you're like, oh wow, this is what a brow lift feels like, or oh man, this is what So when I went to her, oh my gosh, she opened my eyes just so much. I think really, obviously in the past when I would do Botox, not like recently, but when I first started, you'd see a wrinkle, you'd go after it, and I've learned to like obviously analyze the face and know one brow's lower, all that stuff. But she really made us think about it more, especially I think the one that I learned the most about was about like platysma tox, like how we're saying you love it, the Nefertiti neck lift, it helps swelling. But she said, when your patient is smiling, like look at their smile. If their lip is close to their top teeth and you get rid of that platysma pull, like, their jawline's gonna look amazing, but are they gonna look like their lip over their teeth? And so it kind of made me think like, oh, we really need to like, yes, we want them to have a better jawline and get rid of chin dimples, but how do they use like their lower face to smile? And some people really do. They pull really hard. Taylor's one of those that really pulls, and us getting rid of that platysma made her lip go up. Where her jawline looked better and those lines on the side were gone, but her smile looked weird. So it's like there's so much more to talk. You need to like, you really got to think about how things are going to work. And then she loves microtoxin, which I absolutely love microtoxin. I've been doing it. And that's where it's around the eye, and you can go after those little lines that normally we used to go after in the past with shelf people. I don't know if you guys know what shelving, but like, if you ever got your toxin, you feel like you just like got like dead eyes, you don't know you can't figure out what's wrong with you, just look weird. That's where they've been shelved out, and it makes you look more hollow. But she uses microtoxin in that area, and I've been doing all my 3-week check-ins, and everyone's stuff looks so good. I'm able to get rid of those fine lines around the eyes without making people look too frozen.
Yes, I love the frozen look, so keep that for me.
I know you love it. We did plantar fasciitis, we did tennis elbow with Botox, scars.
Really?
Yeah, back pain, like one of her employees' son who's been getting like epidurals.
Wait, that's cool.
Yeah, Botox literally, that's why I say like the most underrated. Botox can cure so many things. Like it's insane. Like you can use it. I mean, obviously some of my favorites are like Bell's palsy and things like that, where you're changing someone's life, or maybe someone's had a lazy eye since they were born, and we're doing talks to really open up that eye. But I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff. And she describes Botox as injectable skincare. And I was like, oh my God, I love it.
Okay, I love that.
You look like you had a facial. You look like you're, glowy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other class I did, I'm not going to get too into that because that is just like a really hot topic right now. PDGF. I'm not going to go all into that. Maybe the next podcast I'll have the balls go into that because
I love it.
people are sending
happy to dig in.
people are sending cease and desist and all this. If you go into stuff, there's like one injector or doctor that's in a different area, and she's really going after a lot of people that are using it, and there's a lot of people that are for it. I will just say, I took Leslie Fletcher's when they had some attorneys on there and malpractice attorneys, and I took that webinar. And after that one, I was like, oh my gosh, that really opened my eyes. And then I took her PDGF course and got trained in it. And after that, I was even more like, if we're really going into some things like, and I'm sure you feel like that. Like, I feel like I don't even know what to believe anymore on social media. Everything's dry. I don't know if it's really a war happening and that person died. Like, I don't know, right? And that's really how it is. Like, people are putting out there that PDGF causes cancer, and they're using a certain article as their research and all this. And then Leslie shows us this article and shows us how, like, it's referring to Chinese growth factors that we have no idea about. There's no mention of PDGF in this article, but people are claiming this. Or I'll go more into it too later, but the guy that owns PDGF, he owns a lot of things. Like Stryker owns a portion of it. There's Gym 21, which is used in dentistry, which he's sold the patent to the dentistry. But Gym 21 and PDGF are the exact same thing. And Gym 21 has an FDA approval and PDGF doesn't.
Oh, wow.
And when PDGF got really big, not to get too technical, when PDGF got really big, they ran out of the PDGF, right? So then he had to buy from his own company, and he bought Gym 21, and we were all using Gym 21, PDGF on our faces that's FDA approved because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And so it's an unapproved use for it. But peptides are unapproved, hormones are unapproved, so many things are unapproved.
There's so many peptides that are not approved by FDA.
And and just because something's unapproved doesn't mean it's just not
working.
And just because the FDA says it's good, I mean, does that really mean it's good?
Right.
So, but there was one other article that she really showed, and there's a thing that Stryker owns that has PDGF in it, which, by the way, we make PDGF in our body. It's naturally occurring. And so saying that it causes cancer is really, really false. And when she showed this article, I was like, wow, I just cannot believe people are putting this out there, but I just don't want to go too into it because it has caused such a storm and bullying and stuff on social media. Oh yeah, in the aesthetic industry, it's like bad. Like,
really, I knew that people were talking about it, but like I knew that on social media it was a hot topic, but I didn't know that it was hot enough to be getting cease and desists and bullied and stuff.
Oh, bullied, like like Julie Kaplan, who that's who went out and did that head and breakfast where you like go out to her house and you stay with a bunch of injectors, and then she has a cadaver lab, and she's great, and she had a vascular occlusion herself years ago. And so now she's made herself kind of a complication management type and like you can reach out to her if you have a complication management and she's so helpful. She will help coach you through how to take care of it. She's a really great person, and she was kind of being bullied, and a lot of people were taking up for her and and saying, if I thought I was doing something that was harmful to my patients, I wouldn't be doing it. And like Leslie said, when she was in the business, Botox was just therapeutic. It wasn't cosmetic yet. And people were using Botox cosmetically, and they were the cowboys, the wild, wild west, and they were looked down on. And now look at Botox, right? And so she said, PDGF is the way of the future. Just wait. Everybody will be on board soon. We're just ahead of the game. So.
Wow. The thing, see, again,
and
the things they learn.
You've had it in your hair. You've had it in your under eyes.
I love it.
And
I love it. And it works.
It works, guys. It
works. It works. It absolutely works.
It works.
It works quickly too, which is great. The itching is the part that in the hair that but that's how you know it's working. But it works though. It works. It definitely works under the eyes.
Maybe next time I'll get more into it.
I'll ask about it. All you gotta do is just tell me to ask.
My articles and get
all the questions.
Debunk some stuff. But yeah, we love it here, and we're covering malpractice for it, and we would not do anything we didn't feel like was safe.
Right. Right. But the thing is that it comes back to the education. Like that's something that you've already talked about, that we've talked about, is like you are knowledgeable about this product. You have not going on TikTok and Instagram just to see, like, find out information about this. You have gone actually to research this information. You have gone to classes. You are actually doing what it takes instead of just like listening to what people say online or AI or something like that.
100%. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, maybe next time, because there's so much she said.
I'm interested.
Yeah, like she's just a wealth of knowledge. Like, it's insane. Like, she's so smart.
I'm interested in that.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to do some rapid fire questions for our girl Amanda. And she has no idea what any of these are, so we're just gonna just look at her look at her Nito. She's playing with Nito. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What age should you actually start injectable?
It does not matter. Obviously on the box it says 21. And we like for people to be out of high school before we do anything. But honestly, I say it all the time. Some of my 20-something-year-olds have more wrinkles than some of my 50-year-olds. It is all about genetics, environment. Did you play softball and didn't wear a hat? Like, if it bothers you and it's going to make you feel better about yourself and make you be more confident and reach your goals, I don't care.
Is it ever too late to start Botox?
No.
What's the difference between someone who looks done and who looks expensive?
Done, you know where they got filler. Maybe they just keep filling their lips. Expensive, you look at them and you say, man, they look so good for their age. Like, what are they doing?
Why are so many people getting filler dissolved right now?
TikTok. Because they're like, oh, my cheek melted to my jawline. And I tell them, you know, the only time you're probably going to see something like that is someone's getting their lips done and telling you that the lip filler they're putting in your lips can go in your cheeks. I'm sorry, guys. The same filler cannot go in your lips and then build a cheek. Like, come on, a kissable level, like going in a structured cheek. No. So that's why I don't believe in stuff like Versus for everywhere. No, thank you.
What is more powerful, lasers, microneedling, or skincare?
I'm going to be with Taylor on this one and just say skincare, at home skincare, like medical grade.
Ooh.
Every day you can get the laser, and then think about it. If you do the laser and you don't wear sunscreen or you go out, what's going to happen to your skin? All right, it's not going to be good.
Okay.
No, skincare. 100%.
Okay. If someone had $500 to fix their skin, what would you tell them not to waste it on?
A one-time treatment.
What? Like what?
Well, I would be choosing for them either. Well, I'd be choosing probably skincare.
Okay.
You know how good the
skincare is important. Yeah, it's true. That is true.
I wouldn't want them to get Botox just one time. I'd want them to at least, if they could come like twice a year, just a little bit of maintenance.
Yeah.
But no, don't just do a one and done thing.
How do you know if your hormones are off?
You just don't feel like yourself, and you don't know what's wrong.
Like stressed, tired,
no sex drive, no desire to work out, like just want to lay around. You know, you're like feeling depressed. Like, you're like, man, I just don't feel like myself. Something's wrong.
Do IV drips really work, or are people just paying for expensive hydration?
I mean, some people do because they don't drink water, which, I mean, myself, I don't drink water. I'm bad. Yeah, I mean, yes. No, they work, especially if you're going on vacation, you want immunity boost, or like you went and like did too much and you need some help, hangover. Yeah, those are wonderful. And then some people just have really low immune systems, and it's really, really good for them. Maybe they're on immunosuppressant or something and they get sick really easily. It's really good for them.
One last question.
Okay.
What is a treatment that everyone wants but almost no one needs?
Oh gosh, that's hard.
That's a hard one.
Everyone wants, but almost no one needs. Dang, can you think of something?
Everyone wants. No, because what everybody wants is tox, and everybody needs it.
You're like, ain't nobody not need it.
Yeah, I don't know.
God, what? I really would like to answer this. I want to know, like,
what. I would say.
I was gonna say like a GLP, but honestly, GLPs
are
help
in so many ways.
Even if you're thin, if you've got like inflammation or autoimmune, it can lower your. I mean, I think everything we do is great.
I was gonna say, I don't think there is one. I'm sorry, I don't think
everything
we can answer that one.
Great. You're just like everyone. No, because everyone wants to be done.
But that's why we do it. It's because we're doing all this for a purpose.
We're not selling. We're not selling anything that we don't think they need.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. You did good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Wrap it up. All right. That is your Lulu podcast. I am again Johnny Jones.
I'm Amanda Lindenberg.
And it's so good to see you. Thanks.
Thank you for having us.